My name is Adi. I'm a software engineer at Amazon, and I've come to realize that a lot of computer science topics seem a lot harder than they actually are. And so, in this video, I'm going to try to explain to you exactly what volatile memory is in a way that I wish it was explained to me. So, volatile memory, or memory as you might know it, is just like data that is stored that goes away or disappears when you turn your computer off. And it's broken down into your registers, your L1, L2, and L3 cache, and then your RAM. And so your registers are literally like the small bits of data that are inside your CPU that it's actively working on or soon to be working on or just finished working on. And it's like it's holding very few bits of information, like very tiny amounts of data. Then L1 cache holds slightly more information, and that's going to be like in a desk, like you can think of registers as like the paper you're currently looking at. A stack of papers next to you is L1 cache. Your like desk like drawers, which can hold far more paper, is going to be your L2 cache, but it's slightly farther away. And then maybe you have like a cupboard or a bookshelf that holds all the papers you'll ever need, all the books you'll ever need. That's going to be your L3 cache. Sometimes you still need more information, and so you might be searching for it in your house, and that's going to be your memory or your RAM. And so L1, L2, L3 cache rises in terms of its size. L2 cache might be almost a megabyte. L3 cache might be a few megabytes. And then when you go into RAM, you're looking at a few gigabytes. Now, registers L1 and L2 and L3 cache are all SRAM, which is basically more expensive memory because it uses six transistors. And so it's a static RAM. It's not going to just like it'll make more sense once you understand dynamic RAM. So dynamic RAM is what you have as normal RAM. And that's why you can afford to have 16, 32, 64 gigabytes of it because it's very cheap. It's just a bunch of capacitors, which you can think of as like leaky buckets that are holding, like literally electricity, indicating ones or zeros. But they're leaky, so like the electricity slowly dissipates over time. So you have to refill them over and over and over again. So although they're cheaper, you have to keep like processing information into them, and so you just can't do that with L1, L2, L3 cache or registers. But you still want those things, and so you're willing to be a little more expensive and use six transistors. It really comes down to cost, and so. Well, what if information you can't find it in your L1, L2, L3 cache? You can't find it into RAM. Uh, well, then you're going to have something called virtual memory, which basically every program thinks it has unlimited storage because the memory says has unlimited storage. But in the background, if it doesn't have the information in the RAM, it'll on its own go to the storage, your hard drive, your SSD, find that information, pull it into the RAM, and then let your program keep running through it, which is called virtual memory. And that is like what makes programs work so well.